Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
I hear popping. I don't know why. I don't know if it's straining on the mic. I don't know what's going on. But what do I usually say after the intro? We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serbs. Back in the motherfucking place to be, having some technical difficulties. I just screamed right in the fucking mic. I'm sorry about that. But numero 54, heat wave. It's a fucking heat wave going on, bro. What the fuck is going on? I probably shouldn't have took my headphones off, but oh man. Okay, so last episode we were having some technical difficulties. I didn't have enough storage in my computer, so while I was recording, the audio fucked up, and I guess I don't know if they would call it latency, but the audio wasn't matching with the video because the audio didn't have enough space to record on time properly. So basically I was getting, in the audio, I was getting these fucking delays. I don't know what you would call that. I went to school for engineering. I didn't go to school for fucking recording sound waves, latencies and shit. I mean, they did teach us this. I fucking, pretty much paid attention for about 65% of the fucking history lessons. And they didn't tell us about recording and you should have enough space or else the fucking audio would delay. I don't know. So the last episode, I didn't have no quality audio recorded for it. So I just stuck with the video. So my apologies. I wasn't gonna even drop the video, but I talked about my China trip. I talked about some good shit in there, and plus I already filmed it, so it was why not just drop it without the audio? Fuck it. I know it's not one of the best produced shows, God's Hour podcast episodes, but you know what? Fuck it, we rocking that way. Who cares? You know what I mean? We rocking it how we rocking it. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. We gonna rock together like two boats on the fucking Atlantic. You know what I mean? It's been hot, bro. It's been a heat wave. It's too hot to do anything, bro. This climate change is real, and what's so crazy is this reminds me of my journalism class back when in high school. For journalism, we had to pick a subject to basically journal for a while. You couldn't be you couldn't pick something minor to do journal entries every week. Every week I think we had to do write a whole paragraph on something new that happened with whatever topic we picked. And lucky for me, it just so happened that Chipotle was undergoing a new recipe for their, I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was their carnitas or their steak or whatever it was, but in the beginning they were getting E. coli. Well, they were getting E. coli, so in the beginning the news had just came out that there was E. coli. So I was fuck it. This seems like something they would have to follow up on. And throughout the whole school year, I had to basically write a new paragraph every week, every Friday on this new shit. I don't know if it was a month or a week, but it was we had to follow up consistently on this story. And and they basically changed the recipe. I think around 10 people were hospitalized, severely hospitalized. This shit really fucked with their system. They got crazy stomach viruses and shit. I don't think nobody died, because I think if anyone died from Chipotle, motherfuckers would have got sued and they would have got hit with some serious shit. Maybe they did and then nothing came out, but you know how the journalism shit goes. At the end of the year, it basically was like they changed a new recipe. They got like they put a whole new system order, like a whole like new system where like they prepare the foods and shit like that. And pretty much ever since then, man, Chipotle has been pretty good. Like I haven't really got nothing too crazy, like stomachy type shit from them. And I think that's because of like the red meat. I think like red meat, any red meat is like, it's easily susceptible to bacteria. That's just my opinion. Because now when I go to Chipotle, I get chicken. I get a chicken bowl. You know, real solid, bro. Lettuce, beans, rice, and chicken. That's pretty much the healthiest option you could get at Chipotle. I find that when I hear stories of people eating their steak or their red meat, they end up with like all kinds of viruses and shit like that. So who knows, man? Who really knows? Because I don't know. You know, I'm not no fucking meat expert. I'm not no fucking Foster farm worker. I just know that chicken is usually pretty solid as long as you cook it all the way and then they got a bunch of fat on it. You didn't kick the chickens in the process of their livelihood. You're pretty good with the chicken, whereas like red meat is kind of like, I don't know, you kind of like rolling the dice, you dig? So that's what I had to do for journalism back when I was in high school. I don't even know why we got onto that topic, but it's just too hot. Oh, climate change. So climate change back when we fucking, in the beginning of the podcast, like the first few episodes we would do, I was doing like, talking about climate change. Like I think, you know, like, oh, this is like, at the first I thought it was like some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is some made up shit. Climate change isn't really real. But then stories would come out of how like, you know, greenhouse gases and fossil fuels and like lithium batteries is like fucking up the earth. And it's like, it makes sense, bro, because we're fucking the earth up at a rate that's astronomically fucked up. Like I know some of the homies in high school, they would tell me like studies, like I don't know if they were just talking shit or people, you know, they just gossip about government bullshit, but they basically said we need a whole nother earth full of resources to sustain our earth, because we're just consuming earth's resources at like an astronomical rate. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how accurate that is. But I know that the earth is getting fucked up, and the earth is going to show you, bro, like with these heat waves, this is like a record-breaking heat wave in California that we're experiencing. I was reading that it's on like the California-Nevada borderline, I guess. I guess it's more like East California, West Nevada, if that's like how like I'm getting it, because we're in just like a crazy heat wave right now, bro. I know the temperature is getting up to like 111 degrees depending on where you are. I know over here it's been consistently like 107, 108, 106 degrees around there, which is crazy. I think we had a heat wave that I remember either last year or the year before that I was like, wow, bro, this is just like fucking insane temperatures. And you know, we're doing a number on the earth, bro. Like we're really not giving a fuck about the earth. Remember when you was a kid, they would tell you, you know, fucking use less water. Go outside more, use less electricity and all that shit. And here we are fucking up with the light pollution and just, you know, you see plastic around. When the pandemic came, you see masks all over the floor. Now there's like no really like mask mandates anymore. I wonder why. Because like all the masks are just getting caught in turtle shells and they're getting fucking over like the fucking faces of seals and they're drowning. Oh, that shit like that. So I don't know, bro. I really don't know what to tell y'all besides that it's hotter than a bitch. The AC is on at 8 in the morning and the AC is running like 12, 13 hours in the house right now, bro, because this is like bullshit. Thank God that the heat wave is gonna end. By the weekend, I've seen that it's gonna be like 88 on Saturday. Who knows? It could be lower. It could be around. It's gonna be around like, you know, the high 80s by Saturday, which thank God, because we've been over the hundreds for over a week now. I think the heat wave started last Tuesday, and it's still gonna be strong pretty much the whole week, bruh. And it's fucking lame, bro. I've been going to work with a fucking cooling towel, with 2 frozen bottles of water and shit like that. So by the time I want to drink, the water is already like not frozen anymore. We've been going through water like nothing. We always go through water like if it's nobody's business anyway. But it's like in the summer. But now with this heat wave, it's just like the water consumption is going through the roof. And this heat wave is nothing to fuck around with, man. Just like, we got to be more conscious of like the earth. I feel like we're too late already. I feel like there's nothing we could do. Like, we might as well run this shit to the ground instead of trying to save the earth. Because the earth, I feel like it's just going to go to the point where like the dinosaur shit, we just get hit with a cataclysmic event and then we just get wiped out. And then the earth fixes itself up again, you know. I don't know. It's really like a head scratch or whatever we're going to do. I want to kick off this podcast episode by saying rest in peace to legendary battle rapper Pat Stay. My condolences and prayers and peace and blessings to the family and friends of Pat Stay. Pat Stay, if you don't know, he's from Nova Scotia, Canada, Dark Side. I've always wondered why they call it Dark Side over there. I want to look it up now, but Pat Stay, I wasn't really a big fan of him, but you always know with Pat, I always knew with Pat that there was gonna be some dope, like he was gonna say some dope lyrics. He was just gonna be funny, witty, gonna have great rebuttals. And Pat Stay was one of the few battle rappers that like was like he had it all. Like he had like everything you wanted in a battle rapper, from charisma, punchlines, lyricism. And his whole thing was like, he just carried himself like like if he already won, like every battle he already came in gunning, like he already won. Like his whole posture, his whole demeanor, his whole body language was like, I'm a fucking winner, even if he lost. Like, I know I love Big K and he battled Big K, and I felt like he lost that battle, but that's because Big K came in like guns blazing. Like with Pat Stay, he was one of those battle rappers where if you didn't come 120%, Pat Stay was really gonna make you, you know what they say, give you a run for your money. Because Pat Stay was he was just a great battle rapper, you know what I mean? And he gave you top tier performances every time. I personally like him versus Big K, Pat Stay versus Charlie Clips, Pat Stay versus Tay Rock, Pat Stay versus I'm forgetting his name, Danny Myers. Yeah, just legend, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give a quick moment of silence for Pat Stay real quick. You know, Pat Stay, a lot of people don't talk about this enough. Few people know, but he pretty much started like the resurgence of battle rap. You know, we had the Smack DVDs, the battles in the early 2000s, but like around 2006 to like 2008, like there was like a 2-3 year period where battle rap, there wasn't really like nothing new or exciting that was around, like that was pushing the culture. And Pat Stay was battling on Elements Battle League, and he was like destroying fools. Like no one had ever came out like Pat Stay and was rapping like him. And he inspired Grind Time. Grind Time was pretty much the resurgence of battle rap. And then following Grind Time was Smack, and then Grind Time, King of the Dot, Smack came back. And then you had all these other leagues that came after that. But Pat Stay was like, you know, when Tupac said, I'm going to be the spark that inspired the idea for change or whatever, Pat Stay was that spark, bro. Like he literally was battling on a league that like no one even heard of, Elements Battle League. I don't even think they throw events anymore. If they do, I'm sorry, but like, you know, Pat Stay, like when they say single-handedly, he fucking single-handedly like was the reason why we get to see a Tay Rock, a fucking Aver, Hitman Holler. Like all these dudes came out way after Pat Stay was doing what he was doing. I mean, the battle rappers, they were around, but they were battling like, you know, on like MTV or Fight Club and things of that nature. But Pat Stay like sparked the idea to bring back grind time, or to bring grind time up. And I think Pat Stay battled on Grind Time. Pat Stay was early, bro, but I know he battled on King of the Dot. That's where he kind of like made his bones and he got his rep. And I just think it's dope, man. I really want to celebrate the life of Pat Stay right now. I'm going to put the battle where he battled on Elements Battle League, like his most famous battle at the end of this. Probably like just like the first round or something like that. Just so you could get a good idea of who Pat Stay was. Or maybe I'll throw like some clips in there, because I don't want to get flagged. Like I want to put like something like Elements Battle League. I know they probably won't have like a content ID, so I could just throw it on there. But him versus Head Ice was another good one. It's just really dope, man. Pat Stay, rest in peace, rest easy, peace and blessings to the legend. Always, always remembered in greatness. Okay, so this is where we're gonna have to sort. Okay, so I was at Stater Brothers, man. I had to buy some steaks for Labor Day, man, because steaks were on sale. Steaks are always the lowest on sale around Labor Day for Stater Brothers and shit. So I bought a bunch of steaks, $50 worth of steaks, as a matter of fact. The steaks on sale are $7 a pound, bro. That's scandalous, bro. That's scandalous as fuck, bro. $7 a pound for ribeye T-bone, man. It costs to pay to play, bro. I swear. But so I'm getting the steaks to get some chips or whatever the fuck I'm getting, avocados, and I go into the line to buy all my shit, right? And this one dude, I don't know if he was slack jawed or something like that. I don't know if he fucking was retarded. He's like, hey, have you ever heard? Has anyone ever told you look at it closely from Fools Gone Wild? And I like the way he told it to me. I didn't understand what he was saying, and I literally looked at the cashier like, what is he saying? Like, who do I look like? I know he's trying to tell me I look like somebody, but who? He's like the look at it closely guy from Fools Gone Wild. He's like, do you know who I'm talking about? I'm like, no, like I don't. Like I was lost. Like I was like, I knew it was like this fool was like low key was trying to like make fun of me, but I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? He's like, look at it closely. The guy from Fools Gone Wild.
I'll show you where the fuck I stand, homie. Sit the fuck away from me. Where you from, homie? What's that, you, homie?
Hey man, calm the fuck down, bro. You think you're fucking tough because you're picking on an old man? You think you're tough because you're picking on an old man?
What the fuck? I'm from here, homie. What the fuck? Where you from, homie?
Hey.
I'm from here, bitch ass.
Hey, calm down,
Don't be fucking showing up on me,
Dude,
homie.
you're okay, whatever
Yeah,
the
it's my
fuck.
fault. Look at it closely. Look at it closely. It's my fault, huh?
Look at it closely. Look at it closely.
The funniest part was I look like this guy he's talking about, the look at it closely guy, and the guy he's punking, the old white guy, looks like my neighbor. So I showed it to my mom. My mom was like, oh my God. Yo, that shit was hilarious, brother. Look at it closely.
Look at it closely.
Fuck, dude. That shit's hilarious. Do I have my glasses around? Hold on. Do I look like the guy?
Look at it closely.
I don't know. I'm gonna take these off. My fucking glasses are dirty as a bitch. I gotta clean them. But that was just some funny shit, man. I haven't laughed at like I haven't like had no funny shit like that at the store in a moment, bro. I'm always at that Stater Brothers. Shout out to them, everybody working over there, working hard for the men and all that shit. That was just some funny shit. So academics, why do we gotta talk about this dude? Do I even want to talk about this dude? He's caping for 6'12", 6'9", snitch 9, you know what I mean? So there's like an Instagram live of 6ix9ine. He's like talking like he's not like, remember when 6ix9ine was like, yeah, blood, and then and it's like with the rah shit. Now he's talking like, you know, fucking, I'm gonna drop music and all this shit. Like, he talks like a fucking white boy. He's talking like a white boy. I don't know if he's high off of that Molly or whatever the kids is doing, but you know, academics. He's like caping for fucking Snitch 9, and I'm just like, fuck this Levi, bro. Like, why? This is why. Like, the only reason why I bring academics up, because I don't like this fool at all. The only reason I bring him up is to always, like, bring it back to, like, these fucking new generation dudes like Flacco, academics, like, all these fucking, like, YouTubers that are, like, talking about the streets, or they wish they could have some sort of validity from, like, street culture. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you fools are on, bro, but like, these fucking snitch ass Levi's get a pass from these YouTubers because these YouTubers don't give a fuck. They have no integrity. They have no sense of moral compass. They'll fuck with a fucking snitch ass pedophile child molesting sex offender if it meant that they get more likes and views on their channel. And if you ask them, they'd be like, oh no, well, you know. Then they defend themselves like all fucking nasty, and it's stupid as